do pretty good. Let's do this thing. Let's get something understood. I'm talking to y'all right now. I can't text because if I did that, what would be next? But we're going to have a little conversation today to see how you communicate and in what way. And I'm here to stay. Going nowhere. Hold on a second. Let me get out the sound. We got to do a thing. Get the set right now. How y'all feeling today? I hope you're feeling good. We're going to get a whole lot of things misunderstood. Well, because communication problems exist, and I'm gonna make sure that we do it like this. I'm here to just make you think and put you on the brink of something. It's not corruption, it's more like construction. But I say, hold on. It's the Sun 7-5, and we do like things. Make sure that we conduct ourselves like kings, and anything else is not acceptable. We gonna make sure that y'all listen to the board. That's me. And you are you. So what we gonna do, what we came together to do, everything is gonna be all right. We're gonna keep this thing in motion and make the game tight. What's up, y'all? Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Yeah, today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about texting or talking. Talking or texting. What is better for you? What is better for you? Texting or talking? In this day and age, you have to admit that we do a lot of texting. A lot of texting. But texting can mean different things for different people. The need to text over talking can mean something to a lot of people. The need to talk over texting or talking in the absence of texting might mean a lot to a lot of people. Some things are symbolic of people. And as much as we might try to blow it off one way or another and say that it doesn't matter this way or the other way, well, we soon find out that a preference normally has a meaning behind it. So when we talk about whether texting or talking is better, we're tailoring that to the person. Which is better for you, texting or talking? And I think we need to have a conversation about what your choice might mean to you, and also what it might mean to other people, to be totally honest with you. So we're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it and get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we're going to solve. Let's take the jigsaw. We see. We're going to make sure that we understand and come to be what it's supposed to be. Today is 1:30 in the afternoon, Eastern time. Wait, what's up, y'all? Texting versus talking. Have you ever dealt with somebody, or are you dealing with somebody that only wants to text? Because that's a thing right now. Some people only text. You know what the problem I have with texting only? It's a hacker's tool. It's what do you say? It's a good tool for people who want to scam. Like on the internet, texting is the way to go. You know, especially if they're not, if you're unable to see their faces or something like that, texting is the way to go. And you know, the written word is powerful. So when you see what a person is writing to you, it's going to mean something bigger a lot of times to a lot of people than the things that people say. What they say, don't listen to what a person says, watch what they do. Well, texting is a way of performing an action. Now, I want to know if y'all agree with that, because some people may not agree with it. But we're going to have this conversation, and it sounds a little oxymoronic. We're having a conversation about texting, but it's really texting versus talking. So let's get it started early. What is better for you? What works better for you on a daily basis? Think about how you communicate with your phone on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Do you text more or do you talk more? Talk more or text more? And what's going on? T. Carey Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Stacy White, what's going on? Hold it down for the day. Appreciate you coming through, listening to me. And Cameron says, texting says a lot about a person. Read between the lines and not the lines they wrote. Well, what if the person is not a good writer? That's one of the things you have to take into consideration when you are dealing with texting. A lot of things get lost in translation. Because with texting, you don't have to wait for a person to stop texting before you text again. Watch out for the people who text with two hands because they text the fastest. The two-hand text people text the fastest and they make the most mistakes and they use the least punctuation. Now tell me I'm wrong. And it's okay if you tell me I'm wrong. Prove that I'm wrong. What I've noticed with people who text with both hands, they text fast as shit. And they normally they think as fast as they're texting. So as they're texting, they normally will send another text on top of that text and a text as a rebuttal and an explanation for the last text. So that's one of the things you run into with texting. A lot of things being lost in translation because things get lost in transmission. Things get lost in translation because you also are communicating in transmission. So you have to wait until the text goes through in order for the full weight of the communication to happen. So let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Urban Therapy with Urban Therapy with Sun show. What's going on? Stacey White says, I do not like texting. I do not like texting. That's what's up. Oh. Cockwombler? What's going on, man? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Do me one little favor as y'all come into the room. Come in, leave out, come back in. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It don't take nothing. I'm not going to ask y'all for anything else. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. That's it. We're not selling nothing today. We're not begging for anything today. Just hit the like button, share the show, but hit the like button first of all. If we're going to keep it as simple as possible between the three requests, just hit the like button. All right. So texting versus talking. Which one is better for you? Which do you prefer? Stacy says she does not like texting, so that means you like talking better. I'm interested to know, what is it about talking that attracts you more? What makes you want to talk rather than text? What makes you want to talk rather than text? TK Wright says, okay, all right, good looking out. All right, I'll tell you what, I prefer talking too. And I have a long held belief that people who text all the time are kind of cowardly. And the reason that I say that they're kind of cowardly is because with texting, you don't have an obligation to text right back. You can do it on your own time, which is fine. And that's not the problem I have with it. But see, with texting, you can stop or cease or control communication in real time. Whereas when you are talking to a person, they may be asking you questions. They're looking for an answer, and they're waiting. Like, come on, what are you doing? Are you going to respond to what I just said to you? I asked you a question. Like, what are we doing? You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to texting is sort of like a game. It can be like a game of tennis. You serve, then I serve back. You serve, I serve, And when it gets too heated, you can just back out. Oh, yeah, I had to do this. People pretend like they're too busy to talk. Anybody have any experience with that? Yeah, I'm too busy to talk. I can't talk right now. They'll say that in a text. Now, they weren't too busy to send that little slick text. They weren't too preoccupied to say that little slick shit in the text. But they were too preoccupied to respond to your response. Oh, after I texted dad, I got busy. I had to do something. I couldn't. Blah 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 blah. Mister. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, let me see. TK right says talking is more personal. You can hear bullshit when you talk to someone. Stacy White says I just like talking. TK right says you can also hear love. That's interesting. You know, I never would have thought about that, but Stacey White says you can also texting you can get misunderstood. That's definitely my experience. And she says you can also get scared or scarred from texting. Or do you mean scared? Or do you mean scarred emotionally? You can also get scarred from texting too. All right, no, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. He says talking is not only emotionally and intellectually effective, but it's not as time consuming. Oh, okay. Appa says, what do you think about Aristotle? That's one of the most interesting questions and diversions that I've heard in a while. Stacey White says, I've been abused when it comes to texting. Okay. So you saying people write things, mean things, they text mean things in a text, and that's true. That can be true. And that's why I say that texting is normally for cowardly people, because they don't have to deal with the fallout of a face-to-face conversation or hearing how something has affected somebody that they have said something mean or something underhanded or threw a little pop shot, that kind of shit. Yeah. Now, I don't want to totally get into bashing texting, but I will call it for what it's worth. Now, what texting might mean to me might be totally different than what it means to somebody else. And I'm going to take that into consideration also. And there are really times when you may not have time to talk, but you may have time to text. That it really is a real thing. I can't audit everybody else's activities or what they do or their schedule and all of that kind of stuff. But nowadays, we have situations going on where people only text. That's all they do. There's no, so you starting off a relationship where all y'all do is text. So my question would be, how do you get to know somebody if all y'all do is text? Because many people think that you can get to know a person through text only. They say that you don't have to talk. Like texting is just as good as talking. It's an alternative to talking, and it can be just as good, just as effective, even more effective. What do y'all think? How do you get to know a person if all y'all do is text? Info spot 411. What's going on, my dude? Says a lot of breakups are done by text nowadays. Yeah. Hey, listen. If y'all want to keep confirming that I think I'm texting is cowardly, I ain't gonna be mad. But I know that there are some people out there that vehemently and they stand behind texting, and I ain't mad at it. Different strokes for different folks. You got to do what you think is best for you. But how do you get to know a person if all you do is text? Because honestly, it feels pretty impersonal to me. But that's me. What about you? How do you get to know a person if all y'all do is text? How do you get to know them? Really know them? Because you may feel like you know a person, just like on the internet. A lot of people have done internet dating, and even if they're not doing internet dating, maybe they have met people over the internet and they've talked for a while. They went from maybe the inbox to the telephone, or maybe they stayed in the inbox, and maybe they went sort of to the telephone, but more like to the text messages. So you can text them directly instead of actually talking. Now, we all know that the biggest selling points for cell phones in the early days was talk minutes. Before text was invented, the biggest convenience and the biggest draw for cell phones was you got to talk. You had your own personal phone that you could talk on. And then when the free long distance thing came in, remember what a big deal that was? Like, wait a minute. I'm not going to have my phone cut off for a month, because my kids dialed a bunch of 1-900 numbers. Y'all remember those 1-900 numbers? Ringtones and shit. They're not going to run my bill up to $1,000. Shout out to the $1,000 phone bills back in the mid and late 90s. Y'all remember? Let's do the intro. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. And we're talking about texting versus talking. Texting versus talking. What do we have here? All right. Norris Hill says, from a legal standpoint, I'm all in for texting. That is correct. But you know that the latest iPhone, actually the one that came out last year, do you know that you can unsend a text? A text message, not an inbox message, not a DM message. You can take back a text message that you sent. So all of that, I'm gonna kill my baby mom, or you stupid motherfucker, I'm gonna get you beat up. You can think about it later and unsend the text. There you see why people gravitate to iPhones. They listen to their people. Like, I wish you could unsend the text. How come you can't unsend the text? They said, shit, hold my beer. Now, I don't like iPhone. They suck. Let me correct that. They totally suck. But they have some shit. They have some shit that people like, and some things that are attractive. So you can't really be mad at it in that regard. But yeah, please, the question that I ask y'all, we gotta get this done. How do you get to know a person by only texting them? Please, I need to know. Appa says, talk about the golden mean, the virtues, deficiencies, excess, and the balance of courage, generosity, ambition, modesty, honesty, good humor, friendship, temperance, composure, self-control. Thank you for the list. TK Wright says, that's a good point, Norris. Depends on the subject matter. InfoSpot says, I remember Nextel had that direct connect, which was a good selling point around 99 to 2001. Remember how it was such a big deal to have a Nextel? The chirp feature, the walkie-talkie. Oh my God, you had a Nextel phone. Remember how loud the phones was? That phone was loud as hell. It was like it had a woofer on the phone. They had a woofer, tweeter, and a mid-range. Nextel, you had a premium phone. Like, people had to look at you differently. Like, oh, you got Nextel. You got Nextel too? Chirp me. Because remember, there were no minutes. You weren't paying for minutes with the walkie-talkie, but you could only, or what they call it when Verizon took it over, text to talk. I'm sorry. What do they call it? Push to talk. Push to talk. That's, man, you should have just named that shit chirp. Name that shit what everybody thought it, what everybody was calling it. Chirp me. Chirp me. But yeah, the big thing was the minutes. Unlimited. It took a while before they came up with unlimited talk and texting. Remember, you used to have to pay for text messages. So you could get a package like 1,500 minutes, free nights and weekends after 9 o'clock. Remember that shit? You know, the early 90s, they was killing us. Those cell phone bills was high. They was high. They was higher than Elvis. They was higher than DMX. They was higher than Ozzy Osbourne back in the 70s. They was high. Let's say 1,500 minutes, free nights and weekends, and then you had a certain amount of text messages. Remember when you found out that text messages, they count the ones going out and coming in? So let's say you had 600 text messages. You really only had 300. Some bullshit, wasn't it? So when they came out, I remember when they came out with Metro PCS, I was right on that shit. Everybody was dissing the phones. You know, they was like, yo, that's the government phone or some shit. What they call it, a snitch phone or something like that. They was like, for that price, and it's unlimited text and talking and data, whatever. They was like, yo, something got to be wrong with it. You know how niggas is. They if they not spending a bunch of money, then they just don't think nothing is worth nothing. I swear to, I mean, listen, man. I love my people, but oh God, talk about misguided. But anyway, yeah, I jumped right on that shit, like unlimited. But in the early days, they were only in a certain region. So when I used to travel to New York, I could use Metro PCS in Philly, and I could use it in New York. When I got to New York, I couldn't use it in Jersey. So the train ride, or when I drove up there, couldn't use it in Jersey. In Jersey, well, certain parts of Jersey, like central to North Jersey, they didn't have Metro PCS. So for those of y'all who know the trek from Philly to New York, from 30th Street Station to Penn Station, my phone would work all the way up to about Hamilton Station, and y'all know that's, you know, right after Trenton, and then so I didn't have any service between Hamilton until around Secaucus. Maybe Newark started coming back to life, like Linden, no service in Linden. But anyway, so they started expanding once they started making a little bit of money. But we used to have to pay for those minutes, and talk minutes was important. Somehow texting, you know, sort of started to become very popular. User one says, I just heard Black Rob, hadn't heard for a while. Forgot how much I dug, like, whoa. You should have been on the show last night. It wasn't very long ago. We was talking about this hip hop conversation. Black Rob was a good rapper. All right. Apple says metadata, got it for sure. Okay. Kazi Blake says, hello, how old are you, V? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? I'm 54 years old. I'm 54 years old. Uh, uh. All right, let me see. All right, what we got? Info Spot says dinner and sex sure better than texting all day, all damn night. Dinner period is better than texting all night. But you add in the two, I mean, it's a pretty good night. No, I think so. Info Spot says you were without cell phone service when you went to Camden, New Jersey for a hot and rain. Nah, you had plenty of service in Camden. Camden is Philly. Jersey belongs to Pennsylvania. They just slapped Jersey on the end of Pennsylvania and said, no, you can't get to the ocean unless you go through us. I hate Jersey for that. They got Pennsylvania landlocked. You ain't gonna tell me that Pennsylvania didn't used to have an ocean, didn't used to have beaches. You ain't gonna tell me that shit. All right. The single blackjack dealer, Manning, says blue hoodie, sir. Talking is preferred. We were 90s young adults, school days. Yeah. And you know what we used to be able to do back in the day that a lot of people find extremely hard today? Remember a phone number? I used to have mad phone numbers in my head. Home numbers. Yeah, well, that's all they were. Home numbers. Now you ask some people what's their own phone number. They don't even know. Like, I don't want to get into governmental conspiracies or scientific experiments, but you can't deny the power. What do you mean you don't know your kid's phone number? What do you mean you don't know your spouse's phone number? Oh, I don't know the number. I just, it's in my phone. So what happens? So if your phone battery is dead, and you broke down in your car on the side of the road and it's like 15 degrees outside, what happens to you? I mean, I just got to make sure I keep my phone charged. It's not what I asked you. You're not prepared for inevitable emergencies. What happened to Murphy's Law? What could go wrong will go wrong. What happened to that? How did we get lost? Star Smoth, what's good? Yo, what's good, son? I'm back from my Creo sleep pod. That's what's up. Good to see you, my dude. Had the subject about texting or talking. I hate phone calls. They be talking way too long. The only people I have time for on the phone are my parents, out of respect. Well, how did you get to only texting? And what's so attractive about it? I mean, do you just not like to talk? What's bad about talking? And I'm not dissing or trying to judge, but I really want to know. I really want to know. Because I like to talk. And I don't just like to talk to run my mouth. Like, it's clear communication. You know what I mean? Like, it's undeniable communication. Well, you said what you said. Good, bad, or indifferent. You said what you said. Now, whether you said it from the heart, whether you was just coming off the head, or if you just said something to get away or get out of trouble. One thing is for sure, texting ain't gonna get nobody out of trouble. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Star says, what's good, Carrie? Long time no see. And I meant son, not son. That's what's up, man. Good looking. Info Spot says, I remember in high school, the big thing was pagers and beepers. Early 90s, everyone was getting them. Yeah, I got my beeper, my beeper in 1989. And I remember I was in one of my administration of justice classes. And my beeper went off. I forgot to put it on silent. And my teacher tried to clown me. He was like, yeah, so, we're going to make another buy. Because, beepers were associated with drug dealers. And it was my own fault because, back in the day, I did used to like to want to, I did want to look like a drug dealer. I didn't want to sell drugs. I definitely didn't use drugs. But I was like, who dresses better than a drug dealer? Back in the day. Now they bums. But back in the day, they were quite spiffy. They were dapper. Look, a drug boy. You know what I mean? Wears a lot of jewelry. Got the fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at that coat. And here I am in a classroom full of white kids. I was always the only black guy in my classes. So, because I went to Penn State. So if you don't know, yeah. So he was like, yeah, so we're going to make a buy. And I was in my Spanish class. So he said this shit in Spanish. Compra algo, I don't know. So anyway, yeah. Beepers. Beeping 911. People were probably really waiting for text messages because remember you used to be able to take the letters, the numbers, and if you turned them upside down, you could make some words or what was supposed to be words. Remember that shit? Nah, kind of miss those days. So you got a beep or a page, then you had to go use a payphone or a home phone or whatever was available. Then the big gray phone, that came out. So some people, if you were rich, like a drug dealer, you could afford a phone. Or the big suitcase phone. You remember the suitcase phone? The phone in the case with the phone line on it. This shit was connected. Calls was expensive as hell, boy. I remember my dad had a car phone back in the 70s. I'll never forget that shit. He had a car phone in a Cadillac. He had the El Dorado with the CB, and then he got the phone in it. Can you imagine how much those calls were? I remember how they sounded. Them things was not clear. Hey, baby. Yeah. Me and Omar on our way down in North Carolina. Me and my dad used to take road trips. Shit is crazy. Not to least the rap was good. Was good. By good. Was good. Hold on. Star says, I just like texting because when I'm on the phone with my girl, it's a lot of talking about gossip and shit I don't really care about. Okay. No disrespect. I'm just not much for gossip and small talk in general. I mean, my defense against that is tell her, don't talk to me about that dumb shit. I don't want to be mean or nothing, but I don't. You want to get me off the phone or out of your presence real quick? Start talking about celebrity gossip and everybody else's life in the limelight that don't have nothing to do with you. I'm shutting down quick. Like, oh yeah, Jay-Z and Beyonce are a power couple. I'm out. You don't know them, man. You don't know them. Everything you see on that TV screen and movie screen, even on the internet, all that shit is paid for. And when you pay for something, it ain't real. It's manufactured. Now, that might not matter to a lot of people. Now, I get that. Just don't bring it to me like it's real, because I will show you how to produce some shit. I understand stage production very well, film production. I may not know how to edit that great, but I know how it gets done. So I can watch a film and I can tell you exactly where they edited that shit. Like this, you see this little break, like a general public might not notice it. I will. On TV, where they used to cut the where they used to cut the edit the film, there used to be this little staticky thing up at the top. It was, and people in the industry knew about it. Like, oh, that's where they edited it right there. So when they tried to say it was an unedited thing, like, no, you can't hide yourself. They don't have that anymore. That Mama Latina was good. Was good. All right, Naturalista Rap says texting is easier when you're busy, but it's important to have person-to-person communication. But a lot of people say it's not that important, and it's kind of crazy. But hey, this is 2024, about to be 2025, and Naturalista says it's true. They wore furs and jewelry. Man, listen, you wasn't gonna talk me out of looking like a drug dealer back in the day. The beeper, the phone, the chains, all of that shit. Only thing was missing was me selling drugs, using drugs. I can't say being around drugs because I was around them a lot. Voluntarily and involuntarily. I didn't hang around drug dealers because that's not safe. But drug addicts, almost every day. Because they were tradesmen. They were electricians and plumbers and roofers and cement guys. And, you know, so they worked for me. They worked for me, stole shit, paid for it, brought it back. The 90s, early 2000s. My life in the sunshine. All right. Star Small says, we used to have a pimp in my city. He was always wearing mink coats. Dude was looking spiffy every day for sure. You live in the D? Yeah, Bishop Down? Nah, just fucking with you. All right, TK Wright says, women always wanted the drug dealers because they drove the best cars and dressed well. He said they made sure their women look fly too. All this is true. Then Mama Latina says, LOL, just static. Yo, that shit was crazy. And grown women don't try me. What up, Ma? Good to see you. Good to see you. Grocery shopping. What you talking about? It was just Thanksgiving the other day. Plenty of food in the refrigerator. No? Star Small says, I feel like finding a girl my age who don't obsess over celebrities or talk about that shit. It's kind of hard. I think that the effect of social media, younger generations are focusing on the wrong stuff. You know what? Dimples D's, what's up, ma? I'm gonna tell you like this, Star. You can find anything that you're shopping for. You know how, like, from my dynamic around my way, I would say that kids don't go to school no more. All they want to do is stand on the corner, sell drugs, risk their lives, risk their freedom. You know, that's all they want to do is throw away their lives. And from my demographic in Philly, I could say they just want to be, you know, they want to put all of their business, their violent business out on social media and kill each other over social media and whatever is going on in the hood. They're crazy. I could easily say that if I'm only looking at the negative element that's out there, that's visible, because the good kids are not putting their shit on social media. The good kids are in school. I'm not in school with them, so I don't see them, but I see them going to school. I see them being picked up from school. I got to wait in them long ass traffic lines where their moms are dropping them off and picking them up and all of that. So there are plenty of kids that are doing great things out here, but they're not visible to us because that stuff doesn't make the news. So yeah, you want a woman that's about something, she's out there, but she ain't advertising. She might not have big fat old ass and really, really big titties, but trust me, they exist right in your city. You gotta go where they just might be. Maybe the library, maybe the store, but I know that you're in the area where they are, and I don't care where you go or if you have a car. You can find them if you take your blinders off and look for something more than just what's soft, that hangs from the chest or in the back. Not saying that they can't have all of that, because the pretty girls are just as well built as the crazy ones, the ones that don't go to school, the ones that be acting a fool. You got the tools. You just got to open your eyes. I ain't saying to leave nobody, but you get the prize. And you can navigate and never hate. All you got to do is handle your business and get it straight. I'm talking to you, kid. You got a bright future ahead of you. But instead of you, settle for less and thinking that there's nothing for you out here, put down the weed and the beers. You can pick them up every now and then, but don't let that rule your whole life, my friend. All right, let's go. Okay. Naturally, the rest says, ooh, oh, good luck with that smooth. Dimples D's, what's up, man? Good to see you. Dimples D says it's considered better to talk in person than to text, because face-to-face communication allows you to pick up nonverbal cues like body language and facial expressions. Yeah. Plus, that old adage. I need to see it in your eyes. I need to see you in you in your eye hole. See if you really real. You know how people say, you can't look somebody in the eye and lie to them, lie to their face. Shit. All you got to do is practice. All you got to do is practice. All right. But anyway, yeah, body language is important. And even people who do like video calls and shit like that, FaceTime and all that, you think you got the whole drop on a person. I don't see how you can get to know a person outside of being around them to see how they handle certain situations, because everything else can be rehearsed. I'm going to make sure that when I talk to him on FaceTime, or when I talk to her on FaceTime, I'm only going to show her this. You can only see what the screen shows you. I can dress up for a FaceTime call. I can act like I ain't hear the phone 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I just want to see what you look like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But we talking about the telephone. By the way, speaking of telephone, y'all can call in. Y'all see the number is pinned. Call the number. The number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. Call 319-527-6199. Press number 1 or not, because you don't have to. And I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on it. Do the damn thing. What's good, y'all? You can call the number. Totally uncensored show. Totally interactive and totally uncensored. You call in, you can say it the way you mean it. You want to cuss, you want to curse, you want to swear, you can do it right here. If you want to holler, you want to scream, you want to yell, yeah, you can do that, do tell. All right, so that's an option. But evidently, a lot of y'all taking the option just to text me. All right, stop bugging. All right. Oh, look at this. Grown woman says, nope. No food, went out to eat at son's house. So you telling me you didn't make no food at the crib and go to your son's house? Now, I ain't saying I live at your house, but you telling me you didn't make your own dinner and go out to eat? I'm asking, I'm not telling. Just asking. All right. Dimples D says texting can easily lead to misinterpretations as tone and meaning can be difficult to convey through written words alone. Relationship building. True. Things get lost in translation. Plus, people talk that little slick shit when they text. You know what I mean? A little slick shit. Right. You might not even notice it because you're not a good reader. What would you mean by that? What do I mean by what? So you can play these kind of games on text messages. What did you mean by this? So then you got to write what they wrote. By that time, they done already wrote you another 4 text messages, so they don't know where to go. You know what I mean? You can play a lot of games with text messages. You just can. You can play a lot of games. You ask multiple questions on a text message, and they just answer the questions that they like. So then you're forced to be like, well, you didn't answer my question about this. Oh, what? You see your mom on the street, it's like, huh? What? All right. Grown woman, don't try me says, I hate long conversations through text. Yeah, because it gets, after a while, through text messaging, you realize how, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. You screenshot that whole shit because people going to come back and say, that's not what I said. Oh my gosh. And then you got the people who delete all of their text messages. The people who delete all of their text messages. So when you talk to them later on about the shit that they wrote, they're like, what? I'm like, well, go back and look at the conversation. I used to mess with this chick, and she used to always say this slick shit on text messages. So I used to be like, yo, that shit you wrote, what was that about? What? Like, I didn't say that. I'm like, yes, you did. Look at the text. Then she finally had to admit, because if she was trying to get around admitting that she deleted her text messages. Now, people have different reasons for saying that they delete text messages. Like, they say, like, I don't have a lot of storage and all that kind of shit. They give them iPhone excuses. Because, on Android, it don't take up no space, text messages. It take up some, but, you can expand the storage. You used to be able to. But anyway, so yeah, people who delete their text messages, no record of this shit. That makes sure that they man or they woman can't, go behind them and see their text messages. Oh, that's not what it's supposed to be for? Oh, okay. They told me that's not what it was for. I don't believe them. And that's the thing. That's the thing about text messages. It's not the best way to gain confidence in somebody. Not the best way. But hey, that's a judgment call, and it's an opinion, and that's my opinion. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah. But speaking of that, that's the other thing about text message. You can be cheating on a text message, laying right next to the love of your life. So here y'all are, Netflixing and chilling. She laying between your legs, head on your chest. You got one hand on the titty and texting your side joint. Your side joint that thinks she your main joint. Once you have established that all you do is text, it ain't none of that. Well, call me. I want to talk to you about something. No, we don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry for y'all fast texters. Just saying. I'm just saying. Star says, facts, you right. I definitely was looking in the wrong places. Those thick thighs be my weakness. I mean, listen, man. You ain't wrong for liking no thick-thighed ass John. That's right, thick-thighed. You ain't wrong for liking no thick-thighed ass, big-assed, big behind it John. He large titty, big behind it. You ain't wrong. You just gotta find the other good stuff that's on the inside. You know, you can't concentrate on the shell all the time. But make sure you get the shell. I'm not going to encourage you to give no bum ass John that don't look right, because it ain't gonna hold you. Naturalista Rap says, doesn't seem like I should twerk while you're rapping about classy women. Yes, you should. Classy women twerk too. They just don't do it on Instagram. A classy woman twerks for her man naked. A classy woman twerks for her man, not in his inbox. She lets him put it in the box. There's a twerk prize at the end for classy women. Surprise! Inbox, put it in the box. All right. No, so it says they were definitely at TK Kirkland's stand-up show the other night. I bet they were. I'll bet they were. As they should have been. As they should have been. Please, y'all, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We are talking about texting versus talking. Texting versus talking. Let me ask y'all this. Would y'all be okay? Like, if you could only do one for the rest of your life, not two, not even any version of the other, would you talk or would you text? If you could only do one for the rest of your life, would you text or would you talk? TK Wright came quick. No Diddy. She said talk. Dimples D says talk. Naturalista Rap says naked. That's right. Butt naked. That's B-U-T-T. What the hell? Hold on. My there's way more it's way more comments on here. I gotta restart shit. Hold on. There's shit on here. I'm missing comments galore. What up, Emily? Dunlap's in the house. Wow, she about to turn it out. How you been? Star Small says, one thing about text messages, my girl can't curse me out in Spanish without me Google translating it on the spot. Mars says deleting text messages is a player move. Well, players must come in both genders, because I know women who delete the text. The dudes, I know way more women who delete text messages than men do. But that's me. Emily says, why do you always got to bring iPhones into conversations? You slick. Love. Here go an iPhone right here. This is the work phone. That shit is good. You see, look at my homepage. I didn't even think enough of this phone to personalize it. I ain't think, you know what? I'm going to personalize it right now. Hold on. Let me go to settings. And I'm going to put something on my home screen right now. Right now. Let's see. It's a work phone. I'm going to put a work picture in this bitch. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get a good photo. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. All right, boom. Let's see. Okay. No. What are other options? All right, hold on. What is this? What is this? What are we doing here? What are we doing? On Android, it gives you the option to just make this your wallpaper. But this stupid iPhone doesn't do that. And that's why they're dumb. All right, I'll do it the other way. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this later. I'm gonna have to do it later. I told you this phone was dumb. I'm never using it again. That did it. Okay. Mars says, I'm glad my girl has low self-esteem. Okay. Oh, Devil says, this is crazy, sad, goodbye. Bye, Devil. Yo, I always like to see the devil leave out of my life. This is great. I mean, this is monumental. Somebody screenshot that shit. Man, I'm going to do it myself. Screenshot. The devil leaving out of the show, leaving out of our lives. This is great. Naturally, the rat says, okay, well, I'll remember that. Good. What I'm drinking, this is tea. It has black seed in it. It has dandelion, red clover, and what do you call it? The shit that's good for your lungs and the respiratory system. Mullein. That's what's in here. After I get finished that, I'm gonna drink this. This is Colin Ream. It's red because it got heavy beets in it. It also has black seed in it and a bunch of vegetables. This is good shit. Good. First things first, though. All right, so most of y'all would. Emily says she would text for the rest of her life. Wow. Well, if the world ended today, or if we went through an apocalypse today, texting wouldn't be an option. You would have to talk. There would be no more towers. You would have to go back to the essence. Yo, if you stuck under a car or something like that, you gonna text your way out? HELP! Exclamation point. HELP! PLEASE! Exclamation point. Emily says, if devil want to leave, bye, because if people on this channel like me don't deal with anyone call themselves devil or Satan. So bye, close the door behind you. Bye, devil, where you at? Bye, devil, where you at? Bye, devil. Bye, devil. Bye. The devil is gone. He has left the building. Star says, do you think cheating was easier back then because it was harder to keep tabs on people? Or do you think it's easier now because of social media? I think that for people who want to cheat, they'll always make a way. You're not going to stop somebody from exploring their passion. So regardless of whether you have extra tools, an easier way, or if you have to find your way, it's just like, if you're a weed smoker, are you going to stop smoking weed just because you don't have no blunts or papers? You're going to find a way to do it. If you're a heroin user, are you going to stop getting high because you don't have no needles? There's other way to use it. There's other ways. So even though something might not be as effective as it was before, it doesn't mean that you'll slow it down. So cheaters are going to cheat until they don't cheat anymore. And they'll make the decision on all of that. It'll never come from the person that they're cheating on. And they will never be guilt tripped into stop cheating. I almost lost my family. People in families cheat all the time. Oh, yeah, my girl is the best thing that ever happened to me. My man is the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. People cheat all the time. They'll stop when it's not possible for them to do it anymore. Other than that, they're going to rock out. I fucked up with this shit. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. All right, I'm about to customize my iPhone. Figured it out. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool, man. Yeah. All right, that's it. Look at my new wallpaper. Isn't it dope? Look at that cool wallpaper. A flight of steps. Huh? That shit is hot. Yeah, customize my cell phone. Damn, what the hell? Damn, I didn't even see what Allison Miller was talking about, but that shit must have been terrible. Queen Monica, what's good? What's good? Let me see. Shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, Mullen. Someone says, hell nah, son be drinking all of the potions from Skyrim? How you pronounce that? Roman says, nah, there are some voices I need to hear, like my loved ones. Stacey White says, the print. Okay. Grown woman says, I need you to stop hating on Apple iPhone, sir. I said, everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. They keep making money year after year. You think they care if I hate on them? iPhones are like the Dallas Cowboys. They win even when they lose. iPhones are like the Dallas Cowboys. They win even when they lose. They lose, and the money keeps rolling in like they won. Queen Monica says, hey, go get a T carry right and grown women. That's what's up. What's going on, my? Good to see me some you. Good to see me some you. Texting versus talking. Texting versus talking. Yeah. One thing about a text message is you'll never hear somebody on the other line be like, like, what was, Nothing. Like, what you mean nothing? And, you know, not to be all nasty with it, but who plays with themselves over a text message? Now you could send a you could see you could send a picture. You know, you could send a sexy picture through text and all of that, and that's a cool thing to do, right? But you ain't gonna hear them, you know, finger pop. You ain't gonna hear her finger popping herself on the other line. You could do that while you talking. Like, yeah, oh, like what you doing? Nothing. I got a mosquito bite. She popping herself. And she might be popping herself to your voice. She ain't gonna do that on your text. Send her a voice text. Maybe you ain't gonna hear it. What's the fun? What's the fun in your girl popping herself to your voice? If you don't get to hear it, you don't get to hear her admit it. Like, how I wish you were here. I miss you. There's no other way to say it, and I can't deny. I was just saying. There's certain advantages to being verbal. Certain advantages. Emily says, let that be your last negative comment about iPhones before I catch me a flight. But am I lying? You know what I mean? There's nothing that makes a man feel like a man than hearing his girl finger popping herself to his voice. I said, hold on for a minute, baby. Just, I said, hold on for a minute. I gotta do something. Your voice is sounding so good. I had no choice. I had to just go ahead and pop myself to your voice. And I was getting loose. Yeah, the juice started to flow. I wish you was right here by my side. Oh, but since you can't be, I'm going to have to do the things and using my imagination. And what a sensation. I wish you was here. And when you are here, you going to feel all of this wet and get on some other type of stuff. Life is tough when you can't be with the one you're with, but no bluff is ever going to take you away. So I'm going to finger pop myself today. Hey! All right, man. You know what I mean? Lisa says, you know how he is. Stacey White says, I like the hookup you got on today. Well, thank you. I swear. Yeah. Cool. The rest says, oh my God. Just saying. All right. Emily says, what the hell is going on here? Oh, Emily, I get it. Since you prefer texting, you don't know now. So you finger pop yourself to a text. Well, how innovative of you. You are so today. Johnny West says, if we were talking about texting or talking, I'm not a bad speller. I just voice text a lot. I ain't mad at that. Naturally, the rest says, yes, Karen, my Karen, but somehow he still shocks me. I'm just saying. We talk about texting versus talking. And I don't see how you could be talking about talking on the phone without talking about finger popping yourself, ladies. And I'm gonna just tell it like this. I'm gonna just say it like this. If you ain't never touched yourself while you was talking to your man, then that wasn't your man. All right, look, I don't care what none of y'all say. You know, because women are nasty. They nastier than men. We get all of the notoriety for being nasty because of our actions. But if we could audit women's thoughts, they be thinking about nasty shit all day, but nobody knows. It ain't like they dick get hard or nothing like that. So, there's no proof. But I know. So, yeah. Shout out to all y'all little young girls back in the day that had your own phone in your room. Who knows what that phone would say if it could talk by itself about the conversations you was having. Finger popping yourself at 15, 16, 17 years old. You ain't got no business doing that. But you did before we had cell phones. Remember how we wished we could see each other on the phone? Like on the Jetsons, remember that would be live. That would be, wow, you could actually see a person on the phone. Now here we are. Y'all like, no, I don't do no video calls. No. But in 1970 anything, 1980 anything, I wish I could see you. Oh, I miss you. Ooh, if I could see you on the phone, I would show you everything. Now y'all running scared. It's time to pay the piper, and y'all running scared. Why y'all scared? Let's release the rest. There's no comment. Emily says, I talk as well. I speak very fluently. I just have other things to do to get back to a text whenever. All right. Grown woman says, let's reverse that. Do you touch yourself talking to your woman? I did in 1985. Yes, I did. But I ain't touched myself. I would more describe it as pulling on myself. So picture 1985. 9th grade. I'm talking to Tara. I mean, I was a horn boy. Shit, when you don't fuck a lot, you gotta do something else. So I did something else till I could do something. So yeah, but who knows what Tara was doing? Who knows? Nasty Tad. From what I know, and trust me, I'm only saying from what I know, even virgins have a higher volume of nasty thoughts than some of these little loose booty joints do. It's all in the thought. They haven't done anything yet, but they be having mad nasty thoughts. Virgin. A virgin, honey needed a slap. She tried to tell me she's a virgin. Where the I got? I said, okay, all right, anyway. All right, let me see. Hold on. Mars says, it's a man's job to keep their girl with low self-esteem so she ain't texting no clown. Wouldn't that make a text to clowns? You might be looking for more validation. I don't need no girl with no low self-esteem. You can have that. I'm good. Monica says they was the first to put this fake faces, hair and all. They was the first to put these fake faces, hair and all. I'm lost. TK Wright says something must be wrong with me or something because I don't do that. I'd rather go to his house in the middle of the night. Well, that wasn't always an option back in the day. Shoot, and just listen. There's some people out here who can masturbate all night and fuck. They just, They shit is just on. There are people out here, everybody's wired differently. Stacey White says, you got me blushing. Well, ain't this some shit? Mars says, I don't masturbate. That's what the ladies are for. I mean, I don't blame you on that. But there might have been a time. Sometimes when we are where we are in life, we forget where we've been. It's a natural thing to happen, and it happens. But I remember we had. All right. Grover says more. So you like a woman with low self-esteem? Sounds controlling to me. Emily says Tara had Jody at her house. Tara was 14 years old. She had nobody at her goddamn house except for her sister, her mom. I can hear them all in the background. You know what I mean? It's South Philly. South Philly tea. South Philly tea. We wasn't even talking nasty on the phone. That was the crazy part. Back in the day, you just remembered how cute somebody was. Like, oh my God. I bet she's looking like this when she's on the other side of the phone. Yes, speak, Tara. Speak. Talk. South Philly tea. Hobbs Shaw says, if I bust, oh God. Mars says, I'm like Juicy. I like the loose woman. Okay. Johnny West says, don't tell me that there's a lot of people before the internet with sticky freshman year. There were. It says, remember Prince had a song called Jack You Off? Like Prince had songs where you had to play the record backwards to hear him. Yo, man. Yo, I'll just say it. Oh my God, what the fuck? All right. So yeah. Bottom line is texting, talking, whatever. Now, you can send a text message that's so, I mean, it is the written word. So you can send a text message that might send somebody over the edge. Or if you do something like text them nasty shit or sexy shit or loving shit all day, and y'all might live together, but by the time y'all get home, y'all so freaked out, all y'all ready to do is finish the job. Like, yo, kids, go upstairs to your room, do your homework, and then get in the shower and get right to bed. Mom, it's only 2:30. Do what I said. Me and your dad got something to take care of. We got something to take care of. We got to handle something. Why dad home from work? He don't normally get off till 6 o'clock. How he home already? Yeah, well, dad got an early dismissal like you get on Tuesday. Yeah, but it's Thursday. Yeah. You just get your ass upstairs, do your homework, take a bath, and get in the bed. Why we gotta go to bed so early? It's still daylight. You know why? Because all day she been texting me, talking about freaking you. So text messages can be effective. They can't all be bad. The Lil Kim posted though. I don't know. Lil Kim's small. I was never gassed. I mean, she was a cutie, but I don't know. To me, they always hype her up a little bit too much. I'm like, she like this tall. I mean, her name was literally Lil Kim. She's literally Lil Kim. And Biggie was like 6'2", 6'3". Fat boy. Psychologically, I knew what that was about. Like, oh, okay. But hey, you do what you do. You do what you do. Yeah. But when we talk about texting versus talking, is really a preference thing. But there is something about which preference you choose or which one you prefer. So whether you decide that texting is better or talking is better, I still think that there's something going on with people who text only. And I don't remember, like, did anybody ever talk about how you can get to know a person if you only text them? Like, how do you get to know a person only through text? I don't think we really got into that. How do you get to know a person if you only text them? Like, you don't get on the phone. Y'all strictly have a text. Even if y'all text just to hook up. So y'all hook up, y'all talk then, maybe. But you only, y'all don't have no phone conversation. And I think that a lot of the people who probably get pissed off, how you see on social media all the time, like they cook, they clean, they text back fast. I'm like, the whole text. I guess if you don't talk, you better text back fast because you don't have nothing else to stand on. Mark says if you have a wifey, ain't texting sexy stuff that is gone after the ring. If you have kids, wifey ain't texting sexy stuff that's gone after the ring. Oh, is it? I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think if you keep your woman interested, she always gonna have a little book of surprises for you. I said, don't text your mistress and drive you will wreck your car. Don't text your mistress and drive, you will wreck your car. Good advice. TK right says the same way we did back on AOL. TK right says eventually you have to talk face to face or on the phone. American Sign Language, Johnny, not no AOL. Yo, I'm mad that you knew what ASL was. I didn't. I wouldn't even ask. Like, I don't. That wasn't for me. That's above my pay grade. I don't know what ASL is. I know what YSL is, and I know what DSL is. Y'all know what DSL are? I mean, do you know? Do you know? You know what? Yeah, I'm chill. Yeah, I ain't know what ASL was. I would have never known. I wouldn't have even Googled it. I'm figuring, that had the she keeps on passing me by. I wasn't privy. I was not privy. I was not born to know. Hit the like button, y'all. Share the show. Hit the like button. Yeah, share the show. DSLR is a camera. I said DSL. And DSLR is a very good camera. It's with the flash on it. Yes, it's very high quality. Great pictures. We need to go back to that. Um, Emily says, I don't know what Mars is talking about either. About sex stuff going after the ring, because I'm sorry, that may have happened with him, but that's not everybody. It sure ain't. Narcille says, I see it as a cheaper version of computer dating. Okay. DSL is an internet outlet. You're right. That's what happened before we had good broadband. So you either had cable or you had DSL. You're right. You're right. You're right. It was fast, but it was still slow. But DSL was out before internet DSL. Johnny West says that would be a great t-shirt those days. ASL. You said DSLR first. No, I said, do you know what DSLs are? Do you know what DSLs are? And do you? Do you know what DSLs are? Do you? Do you? Do you? Mar says, I just found out what EDP means. ASL, I have to check. Nerd alert. Okay. Yeah, I said, do you know what because I said, do you know what DSL is? And then I said, do you know what DSLs are? Are. But if you don't know, it's okay. It's okay. All you need to know that if you don't have DSL, it can still happen for you. That's all I need to say about that. Johnny West says that's hilarious how acronyms can change. Yeah, it is. It is. I was texting my daughter, and she wrote me an answer to a question. I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. She wrote MHM. Do y'all know what that stands for? And I was like, baby, what is MHM? She said it means yes. So that was saying, I said, well, I'll be an angel in the snow. I thought I was up on the latest text lingo. She said MHM. As a parent, I should have been like, you don't me, girl. It's yes. I was so fucked up. I was like, I really am 54. How does this happen to me? I felt old. I felt outdated. That shit said, but I had never seen that before. I never saw that before. Johnny West says, do you and your boys have their own acronyms? Because me and mine did. Yeah, hell yeah, we did. Hell yeah. Me and my man that passed this year, it used to be me, him, and this other boy. And, we used to go out almost every weekend, looking to get into trouble. And we all used to kick alias and all of that, so we all had our names. And instead of saying we going to go see, we used to say, they're not hoes, they are hoe. Like it's one entity. Like they ain't hoes, they are hoe. They are hoe. They're not fishes, they're fish. They're not hoes, they are hoe. Even though that wasn't an acronym. We was making up shit all the time. Oh, Digger Nick says, "What's up, little man? Broke and old. I'm not broke. I am old, but I'm not broke. I have plenty of money. Matter of fact, let me show you some money. Let me pull out these big dollars on you. Oh, sorry. That's my welfare card right there. It doesn't belong to me, so I can't show you. But yeah, look. I got big cash on me. 20-something dollars. I hope I don't get robbed as soon as I leave the house. See, I'm not broke. I got credit cards and I got a little bit of cash. I got enough for a car wash here. Look, what's this? $24. I got enough for a car wash. I got enough for a bag of weed. I got enough for a fast food meal deal. You know what I mean? I'm out here getting money, baby. I'm out here getting money. What you talking about? How dare you call me broke? I could deal with being old. But how dare you call me broke? This is a travesty. Johnny West says, it's great we have a group of friends that can speak their own language. Yeah, you're supposed to. You know, I don't think you really friends with somebody if y'all don't come up with your own little way to communicate. Come on, man. Just a constant inside joke language. Hell yeah. I even had that with my sister. Mar says we used to BT big Tato witch. Big Tato. Oh, big titty bitch. Okay, I got you. Like I'm picking up a big titty bitch. Oh man. Oh man. I don't even know if Digger Nick. So you see his name is Digger Nick, right? So you know if you take the D off of Digger and put the N off of Nick and put the N on Igger, yeah. You see what it, see, and this is why I like talking better than text. Because this is the type of shit. This is why I say texting is for cowards. Because they do this kind of shit. You don't know who's behind, you know, people being in your inbox, comments and stuff. All that shit is a form of texting. You don't know who's behind that shit. So people who are scared to say or confront you face to face, they hide behind this kind of corny shit. But I mean, that's the world we live in, and we ain't going back. We ain't going back because even if they do that slick shit behind text, you know, through anonymity and all of that, at some point they gotta come out of the shadows and be a man or a woman. They gotta do it with somebody. So after they get finished playing high posts online and fronting and putting out all that cat, somewhere along the line, they gotta actually be real. You gotta be real to be real. Boom, 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 boom. Grown woman says, I always hope you think I'm broke. Then I don't have to hear. Can I hold something? Shoot, a bum will ask somebody who only have a couple of dollars for money too. They'll do that shit. Christian V says, you're right. Half of them cowards don't even look you in the eyes. Keyboard lions are real life rabbits. You ain't never lied, man. That's some real shit. That's some, you know what? Hold on. Keyboard lions are really some rabbits. Keyboard lions are really some rabbits. Said a keyboard lions are really some rabbits. They be doing that nut shit like it's a bad habit. Said keyboard lions, keyboard lions, keyboard lions, keyboard lions, keyboard lions, keyboard lions, keyboard lions. Ain't nothing but a bunch of rabbits. They ain't nothing but a bunch of rabbits. Shout out to Christian V. Emily says, I get that. That's why I will talk as well as text. Because when they think they're slick, I'm slicker. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, yeah, texting versus talking. I still don't know how you get to know somebody if all you do is text. How do you get to know them? Do you know where you're going to? Shit. No. Do you know who you're talking to on the other line if they're not showing you? Who are you talking to? Do you know I was talking to this John all night? I never seen her, but the picture's looking right. She wouldn't get on the phone, but she wrote me back. Next thing you know, she was asking me, can I send her some stacks? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you? Yeah. I just happened. Christian V says, thanks, man. I was dancing to those hats. The triangle ain't a Congo. You're right. So let's play a Congo. A Kunga. Let's play a little Kunga. What would this life be if we ain't play a little Kunga? So let's do something. Let's see. All right. And so we are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is going to be all right. We talking about texting versus talking. Can we get right? All right. I wish I could show you how to play a go-go beat. You know what? It shouldn't be that hard because it's not like I haven't listened to a lot of go-go in my day, but there are different versions of go-go. But yeah, tell you what, I should be heading down to DC soon, down the DMV area soon. You know what I mean? We can actually make this happen. I'll bring the drum. And I'm trying to think, is that what I liked about go-go music? I guess that is what kind of made it unique. I guess it is. So, texting versus talking though. Texting versus talking. What y'all know? What y'all know about texting versus talking? Let me see here. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Now, I'm not going to say that it's total cowardice with texting because, as you can see throughout this show, we have shown some examples where texting might be beneficial. However, I think in the long run, because so many people hide behind the keyboard, hide behind the screen, and pump up the keyboard so much, bullying people over text messages and comments and basically being in their inbox and all this kind of stuff, threats. I know now you can have verbal threats, and honestly, verbal threats might hit harder than text threats. But if you're stupid enough to send a text threat in 2024, I can't help you. There's almost nothing I can do for you. You are taking your life into your own hands, and it's not going to go well. That I can pretty much confirm or guarantee. That's not going to go well. But still I rise, right? Still we rise, my peoples. A bunch of y'all going to talk a lot today on the phone, and a bunch of y'all are going to text a lot. I tell you what, when we stop paying for text, when we stop paying for talk time and text messages, you notice that they stopped chronicling our calls too. Remember, you used to get the whole audit of all your text messages and all of your calls when you were paying for minutes. As soon as they said unlimited minutes, you didn't get that printout anymore. Everything went paperless. You want to know who you called? Look at your own call log. We ain't going over this. It ain't about the money no more. And it took some phone companies a while to cross over to unlimited. I know Verizon took a good little while to cross over to unlimited text and talk and text, whatever. It took them a good while. AT&T too. They was kind of, tell you what, we'll give you 2,500 minutes. I remember AT&T had the rollover minutes. So if you didn't use all your minutes from one month, it rolled over to the next month. No matter how many minutes they gave me, I never had no rollover minutes. I have never effectively rolled over. I used them shits. I wind up having to pay extra money almost every month. Grown woman, don't try me, says that's beyond stupid to send a threat text. There are a lot of beyond stupid people out there. Trust and believe. Johnny West says you have a person text every sentence that they're saying instead of texting the whole message. That shit's annoying. I know what you're talking about. And that is annoying. That is annoying. Do you remember Boost Mobile Chirp? Yeah, we was talking about Nextel. Earlier in the show, we was talking about Nextel. How you was high post. You was a baller if you had a Nextel phone. You might only have 200 minutes. But you had that chirp. You had that chirp. I mean, boy, if people think they was the shit because they had that damn Nextel phone, boy. That shit was the mink coat of cell phones. Right? And that's when we had the cell phone holder, the belt clip. You got that big TV on the side of your belt. Nextel phone. Because the speaker on that bitch was big as hell. Yo, remember that's the speaker on the Nextel was big as shit. Chirp me later. Yo, chirp me. Yo, chirp me. Chirp me later. These motherfuckers, they the shit. Push to talk. They got Nextel up out of there. And that chirp shit. Grown woman says, yeah, Sprint had the chirp phones too. My son and I had them. This the overflow. What's good? Yo, man, good to see you, my peoples. Man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by, man. It's good to see you. No doubt. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Yeah, the damn chirp. You couldn't tell people they wasn't. I'm telling you, it was the mink coat. It was the Rolls Royce of cell phones. Oh, these rich people with these cell phones. These rich people with these cell phones. And they talking about some, yeah, the Nextel is good for people like who work in warehouses. It's a good thing for that was shit. It's good if you just want to, you know what I mean, if you want to show off around the way. Got your chirp. I got the chirp. What Jim Jones says in the song Ballin'. So when honey bleep, then I bleep back. What's the line? When he was talking about the Nextel joint. When honey bleep, then I bleep back something. Ballin'! Ballin'! Jim Jones. Shout out to Jim Jones. Nah. Shout out to Cam. Yeah, Cam and Mace. Shout out to Cam and Mace for getting back together. That's a good look. That's a good look. That's a good hip hop look. Damn, y'all saying shit while I'm saying it. Johnny West says the Nextel was made for construction work. I got no idea why normal people got it. Yes, you do. You know exactly why normal people had it. We don't give a shit about work. This is for play. Player. Forget about work. This is for player. You had that rich phone, a fluid phone. This is the 3-card garage phone. This is the just had the deck built in the back phone. This is the in-ground heated pool phone. Huh? Huh? What? No? This shit premium. This is the real platinum card. The American Express. Forget about all them other platinums. They just be saying platinum with a $300, $400, $500 limit. That little starter phone. A little starter phone. Well, look at this shit here. Johnny West says also you could throw Nextel on the ground when you got angry. Can't do that with an iPhone. I'm telling you, those Nextel phones, they was tough. Things was big. Grown woman says I got it to keep up with my son and to keep my phone bill low. Only had limited minutes to talk. Beep, beep. So when I bleep back, baby, bleep black. When I bleep, baby, beep black. Bleep back. I don't know. TK right showing off. Sis, be right back. I'm heating up jerk turkey wangs. Look at this shit. You know what I mean? Jerk turkey wings. That shit is like, that's straight Nextel phone shit. That she just did a Nextel phone comment. That's what that was. People out here showing off. Need to stop. You need to stop all that. You need to stop all of that. You supposed to be grown. You supposed to be grown. You supposed to be grown. We about to get on up out of here, man. We about to do these birthday shout outs and be on up out of here. Let you good people go on with the rest of your day. Make it happen for yourselves. And walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself. You let your cha-cha slide about this motherfucker. We have to let your cha-cha slide about here. You know what I mean? You gotta let your cha-cha slide. Cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. January. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. February. Cha-cha-cha-cha. All right. Grown woman says, I'm going back out. I need some raw honey and sea moss. Man, speaking of going out, man, yesterday I was in the crib the whole day. I started to go outside. It was cold in the mud. I said, I'm good. I let the car heat up and went right back in the house. Like, nah, we all right. I just wanted to make sure that it still worked. Johnny West says, remember when you could talk shit about the person talking to you to your friends on a Nextel while I was talking to you? Yeah, you could. That's crazy. Colder than a witch's tit. Yeah. That shit is colder than Donald Trump legislation. It's colder than Donald Trump policy. Check it out in 2025. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious November 30th. This the last day. Last day. And they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Henry Denby. Happy birthday to you. And also Leah Turner. And also Wind Up B Booking. And Okoro Princess Favor. And also Errol Burton. Errol Burton used to come on this show all the time, y'all. If y'all remember my man Errol. My man Errol Burton. Happy birthday to you. And Wanda De Jesus. Happy birthday to you. And Vanessa White. And D Got It Made Williams. And last but not least, Clarence McNair. I want to say happy birthday to all y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious November 30th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn to rock out, rock on and do the damn rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. Go hard, go for yours. Whether you decide to text, talk, next, yo, whether you talk, text, or whatever you're going to do next, you have to communicate and don't wait so you and your boo or whoever can relate. I state the facts. I ain't trying to do nothing that's going to put more taxes into my account. I'm trying to make large amounts and make sure that we amount to the best thing that you could ever think to swing. Yo, I'm here and I'm trying to make sure that we are king and queen by any and all means. Anytime me and you step on the scene, I think that we can always make it. We can always do it. We can never have to fake it. I know that when the time goes in, I see as the rhyme flows, I'm opposed to anything that's kind of whack, and that's the kind of things that put you under attack. I know that as time goes by, we're going to still have to do the things that make us feel fly. And when I say feeling fly, I'm not talking about the way you dress, but that goes along to it. Let's get to it. I go through it on a daily basis. Every time I see the looks on certain people's faces, I know that I'm not welcome here, but I know that I can still go wherever I go. And here is where I stay. And this is how I play. I'm talking to y'all about the things that's going on today. And today is what we got to take care of, because tomorrow never comes. And I won't be in the slums. But if the bums need a couple of dollars, well, they can come over and get it from me. I tell them, just holler. You don't get a closed mouth to be fed. And I'm not trying to be up in the feds. I'm well read. But that don't mean that I don't make mistakes. But I'm going to do whatever it takes in this life. The fakes want to try to come through and try to make me be like who they want to see me in the eyes through. But you know that as the time goes and I get to know you a little bit more, what we got in store. So whether we are on the phone or just alone having a little talk, a little tat-a-tate, wait. I said, what is it? Tat-a-tate, a tat-a-tat, however it goes, and we gonna still get with that. At this particular moment in time, I say that we got to do everything to make sure that you and I are on the same page. We're going to send the shit up in the orbit. I remember Norbit dressing like a big booty woman with the tits hanging down. I ain't mad at that shit. Them clowns try to make me think that I'm not on the level and I'm hanging out with the gods. Yo, remember the devil was on the show earlier, got him up out of here. He took himself out of here. The angels was making it clear that you're not welcome in this house of the cards. And it's never going to bow down to anybody, just life is hard. And since it's hard, it doesn't mean that it is impossible, because it's possible. And I say I should do the things that I want to do in my life. I'm going to stop rhyming for now, but I'm never going to be trite. So y'all remember that the words that I said, if I ever have to say it again, I will be doing it. But till then, yo, we still straight. We still right. We still have to do the things to get through the night. No nightmares, but we still gonna have the dreams in us, like dreams and nightmares, like, you know, Meek Mills or whatever. But I still feel that the best is yet to come. I'm talking to you on the phone right in person, my son. Text me later. Hit me up. Just let me know that you're doing okay. Can y'all do that? We play together just like we was kids in the playground, the sandbox, but we still rock. Peace, y'all. All right. Good looking out. TK right with the super chat. I appreciate that. A T carry with the super cat. I appreciate that. All right, so we out. All right, y'all. Okay, so let me see. Blog Talk, we gonna get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Yo, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We will be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow between 1 o'clock and 1:30. 1 o'clock and 1:30. Don't hold me down to 1 o'clock because it sounds a little too early for me. But if you give me your half an hour from 1 o'clock, we can do this thing right, you see? All right, y'all, peace. Like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Holla! 1.